pressure, ministry never quits. I was trying to do better. July 2020 in the mountains of Tennessee.
The little old man down, the little old man down, the little old man down, little old man down, the little old man down, the little old man down, oh, little old man down, little old man down.
I was under pressure, ministry never quits. I was trying to do better. July 2020 in the mountains of Tennessee.
Shalom. My name is Kaylee. Today we're gonna sing a song.
Yeah, precepts, statutes, judgments, laws, spring, wintertime, summer, falls, mortgages, taxes, social security, social issues, racial obscurity, made in his image, made with no limits, made with the blueprint. You don't want my 2 cents, world, I'm a nuisance. Nowhere, truth lives, brew with an attitude, Interscope, ruthless, top down, head up, clear night, stars out, sheep amidst the wolves, eat your heart out, sword up, shields up, put fiery darts out, all in, flop, turn, river, my cards down, southpaw, stick and move, can't let my guards down, St. Louis, wintertime, listening to guards down, demons, they lurking, eyes open, I see you, strapped up, daily, I squeeze if I need to, Ch13 lay down, red dragon lay down, heavens, movie, watch how it plays out, guided by his right hand, works of repentance, gather the 2 sticks, go in the distance, living, waters got deep, into my spirit breathe, come out the waters clean, for the Shamayim, gird up, mash out, speak up, act out, activist, frontline, no won't back down, listen, Israel, our power is one, and one day we'll walk right up to the sun, heavy is the head, wherein the crown can be arrogant, damn breed, no artificial intelligence, Israelite excellence, who then shall believe our report, run the race for the greatest reward, I absorb cause I cannot afford not to record, shofar blowing, we stand on the shores, food for the souls, research the scrolls, we try the spirits that's kingdom goals, with ears to hear and eyes to see again, hotboxing scriptures, no ACNN, no denomination, nah, this ain't Christian, Isaiah 58:1, are you listening? Be not deceived, you reap what you sow, he leadeth beside still waters, restores my soul, more they do you wrong, they heap hot coals, sell their souls for a lump of food's gold, Mano and Fuego, Torah in my sweat glands, full court pressure, LeBron, no sweat man, sitting at the spot, got the math on myself, hit the block, casting demons back to the pits of hell, let them know for my people, I'ma go the extra mile, while on the path of worship, service with a smile, showtime, yeah, showtime, woo, oh this not for show, it's for sure, just let it breathe. I give all praises to the Most High. Name keep popping up, face keep popping up. Whole world watching us, putting in that work. We go hard to rip your doctrine up. It's not like I ain't know that Ch13 took a shot at us. Blood on the doorpost, blood on our foreheads. Covenants we live by, strapped up this cold red. Destroy they altars, break down their images, cut down their roads, trying to show we our business is. State that we in this ain't kingdom. Separate, render on the eye what's his. To elevate, prolific speech, break the teeth of the wicked. Shoot for the 3, but ain't line of set pigs. They feed people lies, no more acceptable. Throw your whole doctrine in the near trash receptacle. Consuming fire. Congregation calling out, take your sandals off. This is hollow ground out the house of bondage, birth of a nation. Pray for redemption, work out your salvation. Right to my brethren with much dedication. Guided by his ruach, 12 tribes, one nation. No weapon formed, separated from the norm. Work water tablets, speak to the storms. Lily in the valley, skirmish the pressure on. Hot bot, weapon drawn, who neck y'all stepping on? Nobody's Megatron rolling with Precepticons. I can knock giants down, take they heading out. 144K, this more than a movement. Wake my people up through the music. Showtime.
showtime. All praises to the Most High. Thanks to his son Yahushua HaMashiach. It appears as if my stream is a little slow. It's a little slow out here. Let me check something real quick, family. Make sure everything's fine and copacetic like it should be. Okay. One mic check, mic check. 1 2 1 2. All right, I guess it's rocking. I guess it is rocking. It's a little shaky, but we gonna get on through it because I got things to do. I couldn't even pre-record this thing. I was tripping. Anyway, let's get on into it. This is Script Talk Podcast with y'all, B. Lou, bringing the scripts to you. All praise to the Most High. Thanks to his son Yahushua HaMashiach. Today we're gonna be reading. We're gonna be reading and discussing the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 13. It's a very, very familiar passage talking about love, quote unquote love, right? But we're gonna go a little deeper. We're gonna look up the word love, and we're gonna pull out its biblical definition. Um, Matter of fact, let's just get on into it, man. You know what I'm talking about? Let's just get on into it. Let's just get right on into that thing. So let's look up first of all, the word used in the Greek is agape, right? And agape, let me pull this up for you. I ain't gonna be able to show it to you. Well, I mean I can on my phone and whatnot. But agape is kind of a real broad term which really kind of speaks to what everybody knows about the word love. But what I'm gonna bring to you today, first of all, that's agape. Hold on. Ha! It won't show it to you. It won't show it to you. That's my phone, but the background is killing the phone. But anyway, agape means affection, goodwill, love, benevolence, brotherly love, love feast. Now, as my brother Kafa always say, you can't give the definition of a word using the word, right? So as you see, this definition is very loose, right? It kind of means anything pretty much, affection. Okay, affection, right? Goodwill, love, benevolence, right? So, what I want to show you today, brothers and sisters, strangers and whatnot, what I want to show you today is the Old Testament term for love, which is not agape. The Old Testament term for love is actually ahaba. You hear me say this on the podcast all the time. This is why I say it, because words mean things. Shout out to my sis Sakaria, right? Words mean things, and what agape means is way stronger. It's way stronger than what um it's way stronger than what ahaba means is way stronger than what agape means, right? So Agape. Agape. Now, here's the Hebrew letters, right? Now, the Strong's definition of agape and ahaba don't do justice to what these letters mean, right? Because here you see it means love, okay? Ahaba means love, means human love for human object, of man toward himself, between man and woman, sexual desire, God's love for his people. So as you see, it's not real detailed, right? It's not real detailed about what does it supposed to produce, right? So we're going to go into the Hebrew letters here, right? You see these letters? We're about to get into these letters because each Hebrew letter has a set of characteristics, and it has a a definition to them, right? So let's get into that. Let me get myself off the screen here. I found, and if any of you would like this chart, hit me up and I can send it to you, right? This chart that I'm about to show you guys here. This is how we get into definitions of what things mean, okay? This is how you can find out what to do with it. You know what I'm saying? So, ahaba, from right to left, the first letter from right to left is the aleph. The aleph. The aleph means it's an ox, or it represents an ox, a bull, a Gentile, ox, bull. It also means Gentile. It means tame. It means the leader. It means strength. It means what is first. It means Adonai, or master, right? It means 1,000, or plentiful, numerous. And it means to teach, to instruct, right? So we see strength, to be strong, a leader, to lead, to guide. Strength, that speaks for itself. What is first, that speaks for itself, right? The second letter from right to left is the hey, right? You see it over here. Hey means behold, to show, to reveal, right? So this aleph, this strong, gentle leader with strength, with plenty to teach, right? Behold, show, and reveal, right? The third letter of this is the beth, or bat, right? Well, hold on one second, because it could also be kaf. Is it beth or kaf? Which one is it? Because kaf and beth is almost the same letter. It's beth. Beth is tent or house, body, the household or family, inside, within, and amid, right? So you got the strong, tame, gentle leader, right? The first, the master, plentiful, teaching, and you have to behold, to show. So that show you right there. Quote unquote love is something that is to be shown. It is something to be revealed, and it is something to be beheld, right? And the last letter, well, no, okay, behold, show, reveal. Also, tent, house, body, household, family, inside, within. This is what the strong leader is to show to the tent, house, body, right? And within. And the third letter is hey, once again, right? You could say the house, those within the house should see the gentle leader showing these characteristics. And then you could say this leader should show the house these characteristics. So there we go. That's what we have with that, right? So Ahaba is the showing and the manifesting of leadership, of gentleness, of tameness. You know, it's the teaching and the revealing of these things to those within the tent or the house or the body or the household or the family. It's inside, within, those within his care, those within his household, right? And as you'll find out, Paul is about to point all these things out, right? He's about to show all of these things. As you see, it's all about action. It's all about doing. It's all about doing. So let's get into 1 Corinthians chapter 13 now that we have a more biblical understanding of Ahaba, because Paul is about to tell you to have Ahaba, and he's about to tell you what Ahaba means in his own way. But as you will notice, he is going to be telling you exactly what I just told you. All right, let's get into it. First Corinthians chapter 13. If I could speak all the languages of the earth and of Malachim, but didn't Ahab others, I would only be a noisy gong or a clanging cymbal. If I had the gift of prophecy, and if I understood all of the Most High's secret plans and possessed all knowledge, and if I had such amunah that I could move mountains, but didn't Ahab others, I would be nothing. He's letting us know what is greatness without these characteristics, without the gentleness, without the teaching, without the beholding, without causing others to see, to understand, to manifest this affection, this knowledge, this discipline, this strength that comes from the Most High Yah, right? If I gave everything I have to the poor and even sacrificed my body, I could boast about it. But if I didn't Ahab others, I would have gained nothing, right? Ahaba brings with it, right, because of the office of a Aleph, right, of the strong leader, also a firm hand, right? You have to cause those within the house, those within your care. You also have to point them to the strongest leader. You have to point them to the Most High. He is the Aleph. He is the first. He is the last, right? You have to point to him. So in that comes his commandments. In that comes his strength. In that comes his his patience, his guiding, his instructing. So you have to do this to others. So what good is it to feed the poor, but you don't help and guide them and instruct them in righteousness, right? What good is it to sacrifice your body and you don't give these characteristics to others if you don't manifest these characteristics to others? Basically, you're doing all of that for no reason, which I'm kind of cut right now, for real. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of cut a little bit, you know, because I've been on a mission to anyway, I pass on that. Ahaba is patient. That's that gentle definition. And kind. Same thing. Ahaba is not jealous or boastful or proud, right? Or rude. Some of y'all is rude. Some of y'all be talking about I hob people, but you be rude. Y'all forbid if I have been rude, right? And if I have been, forgive me. I'm working on my characteristics daily. It does not demand its own way. You know what? This is deep right here. It does not demand its own way. How many of us be trying to beat people over the head with these scriptures? You gonna get it. You gonna understand. You know? What about just giving it to them in a hob, giving it to them in patience and gentleness, right? But be firm in your words as far as making sure they could truly behold, truly understand the one in whom you represent, the Most High Yah, the creator of the Shemaim and the Arats, right? Said it don't demand its own way. You just put it out there. To him who have eyes, let him see. To him who have ears, let him hear. Just put it out there. You don't make them hear. You don't make them see. It is not irritable. Ooh, that patience. Ooh, that patience. That peace that surpasses all understanding. You be like, I ahab you. I love you. But you stay irritated at that person. You stay thrown off. You stay rude. You stay demanding things upon them. You got to watch yourself. It's not irritable. It keeps no record of being wrong. Now, this right here, it's a lot of meat on that bone. Shout out to Elder Howard. A lot of meat on that bone. And said it is not irritable and keeps no record of wrong. Where I'm from, they call it pulling files. But you did. Remember back when I got this too. You know, I do this. I do this. Hey, to this day. You know what I'm talking about? But I'm gonna work on it. And I would that you work on it as well. Because if we are to 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 love each other as we love ourselves, to ahab each other as we ahab ourselves, then we truly have to ahab ourselves, and we truly have to ahab others. We can't be irritable with ourselves. We can't be demanding its own way of ourselves, and we can't do it to others. If 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 it's patient and kind to others, we have to be patient and kind to ourselves. Let's not forget us first. If we do it not to ourselves, how can we do it to others? If we can't take care of inside the house, how can we take care outside the house, brothers and sisters? Think about it. And it keeps no record of wrong. You messed up. Okay, cool. Learn from it, grow from it. Don't beat yourself up over the head. That's keeping a record of wrong if you beat yourself up because of a slip up. I would that you always had a reverence for messing up, that you calm down, that you leave off from wickedness and cleave unto righteousness. But ain't no point in dwelling on the past, brothers and sisters, other than to do better than it. And say it does not rejoice about injustice, but rejoices whenever the truth wins out. How you gonna have a harbor, right? Rejoicing in people's wrongdoings. we can't rejoice and be happy about things being done wrongfully to others. But we should rejoice when things go right for others. Rejoice with them that rejoice. Mourn with them that mourn. That's a harbor, brothers and sisters. A harbor never gives up. It never loses amunah. We're going to get into amunah one of these days as well. Says it's always hopeful and endures through every circumstance. Hey, listen, persistence. He who endures to the end. He who has true ahaba is gonna get into the kingdom, brothers and sisters. If you truly possess all these traits, you got yourself a golden ticket. You're in there. We ain't gotta look for you because you're gonna be there. And this is what we truly call to have in this hour, because this is what our people always had issues possessing. That's why Hamashiach had to sum it all up for us. First of all, you have to ahab the Abba. Now, you can't teach the Abba nothing, right? But you can show him, you can manifest to him his characteristics in you. You know what I'm talking about? You can't teach him nothing. You can't teach him nothing. He's the teacher, right? He's the Adonai. But what you can do is manifest his works, his words in you to others. That's how you teach in that regard. That's how you reveal. That's how you ha. You know what I'm saying? You gotta ha them characteristics. Reveal, to show, to manifest. Prophecy and speaking in unknown tongues and special knowledge will become useless. Hey, listen, so it's a whole bunch of knowledge out here. We're living in the information age, right? We're living out here in the information age. You want to know something? Google it. Look it up. Go to the library. Go ask your elders and your parent folk now. They got all kind of stuff you could go do. You go to a card reader. You go to a shaman or something. You go all kind of places to get knowledge. Prophecy. People telling you the future, right? Most High didn't say that people wouldn't be able to tell you about the future. First of all, he said, if it come to pass, if they tell you about the future and it come to pass, if they do it in my name, then they from me. But he said, if they tell you about the future and they trying to get you to go to an unknown God, then they wicked. You need to take them up to the outer gates and put rocks on them, right? So that show you prophecy is not strictly by the righteous. The wicked can prophecy as well. And speaking in unknown languages. You got people out here talking about shimmy bobo, icky boom boom. That's what they out here talking about. Unknown languages. Don't nobody understand it, not even them. Ain't nobody to interpret. As the writings tell us to have an interpreter, people just out here talking. So, and special knowledge. People doing all these breakdowns. They got the best breakdowns. They can tell you about the root meaning back in the day. Tell you about the mysteries of the Shemaim. But if they ain't got a haba, brothers and sisters, all that is useless. That's what it's trying to tell you. They're not manifesting the characteristics and the traits of the Most High, y'all. If they ain't got patience and kindness towards their brothers and sisters, if they're not long suffering, if they're not not holding records of wrongs, then all that knowledge, all them breakdowns, all that shimmy bobo, and all that prophecy is useless. But a harbor will last forever. You know what I'm talking about? Make it last forever. Our knowledge is partial and incomplete. And even the gift of prophecy reveals only part of the whole picture. This is in the King James where it said we know in part and prophecy in part. We don't know everything. If anybody come to you talking about they know everything, they got the whole truth and nothing but the truth and all this whole stuff, they liars to you. Okay? Everybody's in this thing trying to figure this thing out. This is coming from Paul, who got caught up to the third Shemaim, to the third heaven. Even he telling you he don't know it all. So who is these Negroes ain't never been nowhere? Definitely ain't been caught up to the third Shemaim, trying to tell you they know it all and got it all. Tell them to stop it. Tell them Ahab is not in them. Because Ahab don't lie. It does not deceive, right? But when the time of perfection comes, these partial things will become useless. When you truly have perfection, when you truly have a harbor, when a harbor is seeping through your pores, when it's radiating off you, when your light is so shining, when your oil is burning, these partial things, all this whole useless stuff will become even more useless. When I was a child, I spoke and I thought and I reasoned as a child. But when I grew up, I put away childish things. Now we see things imperfectly. Like puzzling reflections in a mirror. But then we will see everything with perfect clarity. When you got a harbor, it says, to the impure, all is impure. To the righteous, all is true. Because the righteous truly have a harbor. They have an understanding of misfortune. They have an understanding of the shortcomings of people. So they don't hold it against them. They have pity. They have pity on others. They have pity upon themselves. They don't beat each other over the head. They don't beat others over the head. And they don't beat themselves over the head. So everything with them is perfect. Everything with them is clear. They have an understanding. They have discernment. If you around here mad all the time, angry, tripping over yourself, trying to beat people over the head with scriptures, then you, my brothers and sisters, do not have perfect the harbor. You have something to work on. This includes myself. I have something to work on. You know why? Because I don't have perfect clarity. I look at some of these Negroes and it grieves me. It grieves me bad. And I have to learn to be patient. I have to learn to endure, to be long-suffering with the shortcomings of men and the shortcomings of myself as well. So all praise to the Most High, man. He's a mighty and awesome Abba. That he has chosen this time to reveal these things to us, that we be not overburdened with gifts of a wedding when we are in our time of separation. Hey, listen, that is for somebody. Somebody need to take that and, pick some of that meat off that bone. I said we are not to worry about the gifts of a wedding when we are in a time of separation. We should be working on our ahaba. We should be building ourselves up, putting on righteous garments of cleanliness, of ahaba, of righteousness, I can't even think of it right now, but all them garments that Paul talked about, we ought to have all these things, man. That's what we ought to be working towards. You're around here trying to run to keep the feast with your fringes, and you're out here keeping records of wrongs. You're out here, trying to get to the house before the sun go down on Shabbat. But you're out here not being long-suffering with your brethren. You're out here not manifesting the character traits of the Most High Yah. We ought to be seeking perfection. That's perfection. That's perfection, brothers and sisters. That's what we ought to be giving all of our energy to. Let them use you. All that I know now is partial and incomplete. Paul said it was partial and incomplete. This the man that Yahusha blinded him on the road to Damascus and told him something. Has your moray leader been blinded on the road to Damascus and heard the voice of Yahushua Mashiach to his eardrums? Well, he can't possibly know more than Paul, and Paul said that what he know now is partial and incomplete. But then I will know everything completely, just as the Most High now knows me completely. It says when he finally perfects a harbor, maybe even more detailed when he's joined to his Abba in the kingdom, right? Then he'll know everything. When the Most High reveals everything to him. 3 things will last forever. Amunah, hope, and the harbor. And the greatest of these is Ahaba. Todaya, Todaya, Todaya. All right, man. All praise to the Most High. Thanks for saying Yahushua Mashiach. I hope you got something from that. You know, hit that like button. Don't rob your brother of likes and subscribes. Okay? Hit that like button. Subscribe, share, comment. Okay? I don't know. You may be feeling froggy. You might got a couple dollars in your pocket and you might want to help your brother out with some of that paper. If you do, and you got cash out, you got that cash out, you can hit me. You can hit me right there. It's at the bottom of your screen. B. Lewis 573. B. Lewis 573. You can find us Life of an Israelite, YouTube, Facebook. If you're on the Facebook, hey, we got a YouTube. If you're on the YouTube, hey, we got a Facebook. Check me out. You also check me and my other brothers out. I got many different podcasts, many different messages. I got group podcasts with different brothers all around the nation. Even some brothers in other countries. Hebrew Israelite verses. You know, been out here in these streets for a long time. Life of an Israelite, YouTube, Facebook. Check us out. Anyway, I'm finna get out of here. All praise to the Most High. As always, 12 tribes, one nation. Hallelujah.